The sand shark is a terrifying ambush predator. Burrowing itself into the ground and springing free at an opportune moment, a cloud of disturbed sand and a flash of teeth will be the final thing many creatures will ever see. Sand sharks can be found in the grassy plateaus, crash zone and dunes, and never stray far from their territory on the seabed. Despite this, the creatures have been known to wander into the kelp forest and jelly shroom caves, even though they aren't native to these areas. While we don't know the creature's exact size, the sand shark appears to be about 2 or 2.5 times the size of the player, which would make them around 12 to 13 foot long, easily making them big enough to swallow you whole if they existed in real life. The creature's body is tipped by a large fin, but the location of this suggests that it isn't used for movement, so it could be used for moving sand when burrowing into the ground or in some kind of mating ritual. It's even possible that it serves no purpose at all and is simply an evolutionary dead end with no benefit to the modern sand shark. Beneath this fin sits 2 sets of bright bioluminescent orange eyes to help the creature locate its prey. The sand shark's bioluminescent mouth contains 6 rows of razor-sharp teeth which descend all the way into the creature's throat. It's likely that these are similar to shark teeth here on Earth, acting as a form of natural conveyor belt. As sharks lose their teeth over time, the smaller ones at the back of their mouths move forward to replace the old ones and grow into the slicing daggers of tomorrow, with the creatures constantly growing new teeth throughout their lives. Running down the creature's back is a thick bluish-grey armour, segmented into different plates. This makes the sand shark immune to most attacks from above, which is perfect for an ambush predator resting on the seafloor, as the top of their body is the most exposed to danger. This exoskeleton provides great protection, but its rigid nature prevents the sand shark from turning or changing direction quickly. So while the creature is capable of tremendous bursts of speed during an ambush, it's not suited for chasing down prey over long distances. If you're being chased by a sand shark, they can actually outswim you in a straight line, so you should take advantage of its lack of maneuverability by quickly changing direction and zigzagging away. Under its armour, the creature has a layer of visible bioluminescent muscle, with the edge of its shell lined by a sharp serrated edge. On either side of the creature's body sits a large fin to help it move through the water and pursue its prey. The creature's underside is a pink fleshy colour and lined by 2 rows of 6 grey feet on either side of its body. These legs are not designed for walking and are likely used to help the creature disturb the sand and burrow into the seafloor. When exploring in sand shark territory, you should watch and listen carefully. Those with good eyes will see parts of the creature sticking up out of the sand as it lays in wait. But before launching an attack, sand sharks will produce a series of small growls, warning you it might be time to retreat to the surface or hide inside a vehicle. Sand sharks are the definition of tunnel vision and will not try to dodge any incoming attacks and will continue to pursue their prey in a straight line. This makes them quite easy to blast away with a repulsion cannon or using torpedoes. If you land a hit on the creature, it will quickly turn tail and flee. As ambush predators, they don't normally want to get involved in a brawl, preferring to hit prey who won't fight back. And as they only have 250 health, it's easily possible to take one down. Sand sharks, like other creatures on 45-46b, can be distracted by feeding them small fish, although I wouldn't stick around for too long, as they still have a taste for human flesh, and if one gets its teeth into you, it will deal 30 damage. Sand sharks reproduce by laying eggs. These can typically be found in the bloodgrass of the grassy plateaus, an area likely picked by the sand sharks to hide their eggs and give them some form of protection. But they weren't counting on you being the underwater Easter Bunny and going on an egg hunt. And if you find them, the eggs can be hatched in an alien containment facility to produce tamed sand sharks. If you're running low on power, or if you're feeling particularly evil, these eggs and sand sharks can be fed into your bioreactor for fuel, producing 210 and 630 units of energy respectively. The sand shark's biology is similar to a number of other creatures on the planet. One of these cousins could be the bone shark, with them both sharing a similar segmented exoskeleton, suggesting a recent common ancestor. A more distant relative could be the rock grub, with the creatures both sharing small leg structures, segmented exoskeletons, and exhibiting burrowing behaviours. And if we do some digging into the archaeological record, we can also see that the sand shark is likely a living relative of research specimen Theta, a large fossil found within the disease research facility. Concept art for the sand shark shows the creature chasing a spinnerfish, which would ultimately end up being cut from Subnautica, but it would re-emerge in Below Zero. As the sand shark isn't in that game, this concept art can't actually happen for real. So, this research specimen Theta is definitely extinct, right? If you want to be sure, you'll need to click right here to watch this video next all about Subnautica's fossils. Otherwise, there might be an ancient enemy waiting for you just round the next corner. And special thanks to my patrons, Asmodeus Matthias, Graham DeLoye, Baron Windy, and Xander Kohler for making this video possible.